Path worth traveling down? Find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
The proof starts here at Upper Crust. The details are delivered perfectly on purpose. From that warm greeting to the wood-fired smoky char of our signature pies. Upper Crust, gather around.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private Wealth Management, is a reflection on our commitment to our clients, each other, and the growth we hope to achieve. As friends for multiple years, we operate like a tight-knit family where harmony and collaboration thrive. Our dedicated team of financial professionals complement each other, drawing on decades of shared experience. With a keen eye for detail, we understand each other's strengths, allow to deliver quality service. Our camaraderie extends beyond the workplace. We connect as friends, checking in over the weekends to stay connected. Our bond transcends the typical 9-to-5 workday, reflecting our commitment to genuine relationships. To become a client today, call us at 405-252-5925.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple. For over a century, Sooner Plains.
Welcome, basketball fans, to the 59th Tournament of Champions 2024. This is your girls' finals. Powered by Squirtle TV and fueled by Quick Trip. Coming into tonight, the 4A number 1 LCS Lincoln Lady Bulldogs, setting at a 7-1 record, will take on the number 1 5A girls Booker TW Lady Hornets with a 9-0 record. If you look at Oklahoma Max Preps, BTW sets at number 3 and Lincoln Christian sets at number 5, and that is all classes. My partner tonight will be Matt Adair. Matt, thank you for joining me, and your thoughts on this one.
This should be a great matchup. I mean, we've seen a lot of good ones already throughout the course of this tournament, but like you mentioned, this is 2 very highly ranked teams in Oklahoma, 2 very highly thought of programs in the state of Oklahoma, and they don't get to meet up all that often, with Lincoln Christian dropping down into Class 4A. So this is a matchup that I think is going to have a lot of eyes on it. A lot of coaches from around the state want to see how this one turns out.
Yes, 4 years ago, Lincoln was asked to come to this prestigious tournament, and believe it or not, they made it to the finals in their very first trip. And how about this? 4 years later, this is their 4th trip to the finals. They have a championship in 2022, and here they are tonight against the powerhouse Booker T.
Well, they've really established themselves as a legacy-style program, especially that run over the last 4 years or so, and especially just that run in this tournament. It's always such a talented field, just unprecedented success for the Lincoln Christian Lady Bulldogs.
Bulldogs come in with a 9-2 all-time record at the Tournament of Champions. This is the second ever matchup that I can find between Booker T and Lincoln. The Dogs won in a quarterfinal matchup here at the Tournament of Champions, 59-35 back in 2021. Here's a look at how they arrived here. First round, LCS over Quinton, 63-27. LCS over Fort Gibson yesterday in the semifinals, 54-36. Booker T in the first round over Hammond, 67-45. And in the semis, Booker T was over BA in a classic, 45-41. LCS is averaging 58 points in the tournament, giving up 31, while Booker T is averaging 56, giving up 43. First half of this season already, the Lincoln Bulldogs have averaged 61 points per game and given up 40, and Booker T on their 9 games, 61 points and 35 on defense. Lincoln is in their second tournament finals this year. They were in the Tournament of Champions at Arkansas at Fort Smith, and then also the Tournament of Champions right here. Booker T won the Bixby Invitational and are in the final here tonight. Melody Stewart in her 21st year at Lincoln Christian, 339 wins versus 193 losses. Her 11th year at Lincoln, 177 wins and 91 losses, Matt.
That's impressive. Coach has got over 532 games recorded, 339 of those wins. That's an impressive percentage over that span of time.
I talked about the 4-year run here at the Tournament of Champions, but in the last 4.5 years, 107 and 17 on the wins. LCS has qualified for state 4 times. Also in that run, the only 4 times they've been to the state tournament, they have a 6-4 record. Back-to-back state runner-ups in 2023 and 24. And as I said, they are playing in their 4th straight. Now, on the flip side of this, you've got first-year coach Carlin Atkins, 9-0 in his first year, Matt. He's off to a great start.
Yeah, certainly a lot of fire under this BTW team, and looking to keep that alive tonight in what should be a really, really good girls championship matchup.
An interesting fact, Coach Rabu Leva was the head coach at Booker T for the last 7 years and had a nice run there with 125 wins and 57 losses. He won state in 2018. Well, guess what? He's now on the bench with Melody Stewart, and his daughter is a starter. She's a junior, Alexis Leva.
So that's a great pickup for Lincoln Christian to grab somebody out of the Booker T program. A lot of basketball knowledge comes along with that family, and a little bit of talent as well.
How about Booker T? 19 state appearances, their record 17 and 15. 5 state final appearances. They have 4 state championships. 2018 under Coach Leva, 5A. 2013, 2009, 2008, all in 5A.
That is an impressive run, especially in the 5A rank.
So here are your starters. Maddie Stewart, who eclipsed 1,000 last night. She's sitting at 1,001. And then Alexis Leva is also having a nice tournament. Starter Kaylee Atkinson, Jayla Albert, and then Audrey Hopkins. Hopkins is the daughter of the head boys coach at Lincoln Christian. And here are your starters for Booker T. Number 1, Kylan Johnson Cooper, 5'5" junior. Number 3, Tiara Owens, 5'6" senior. Number 20, the young lady that is headed to Baylor. She is, beg your pardon, number 20. That is, if I get it right, Kashaw Brown. She's wearing 20 tonight. Then there's number 21. That is Markayla Johnson, headed to Baylor, and she's the player you want to keep an eye on tonight. Had 20 last night in the semifinals. And then Rylan Mayberry. Mayberry, how about that name in the Tulsa area?
A little bit of history that comes with that one for sure.
I mentioned Maddie Stewart, Audrey Hopkins, and Leva. Those are the 3 you want to watch from the Lincoln side. And then on the flip side, Booker T. Washington coming out here with Markayla Johnson, 6' senior, 20 points in her head-to-head with BA's Mackenzie Mather. And those 2 are 2 of the very best in the state of Oklahoma. Last night, Johnson was 8 for 14 shooting, 1 for 3 on threes, 3 for 3 from the line, and had 32 minutes of playing time. She is a big-time player, as well as Maddie Stewart. So it'll be fun to watch these 2 go head-to-head. Looking at what Coach Stewart thought was keys to the win tonight. They'll have to play solid defensively and block out, execute on offense in big key moments, and then limit turnovers and hit the boards hard.
Absolutely. Those would be great things if you can check those off the list throughout the course of this game. And Lincoln will start with a turnover on the jump. It was a kind of a drawn-up play, if you will. Maddie Stewart tried to bump it down low and just went a little deep.
And here we go. Booker T to inbound. Gets it quickly to Johnson Cooper, and she'll head the offense. Leva will guard her up top between the rings as Booker T is going to set for a box look off this first look. Down the right side she goes. Inside, that's number 20, and then back out to number 24. That quick, Mayberry knocks down a 3. Give it to her. Up ahead, here is Audrey Hopkins. She's guarded by Johnson. Albert down on the low block, going to work. Turns over her left shoulder. Tried to get it to Stewart. Turned it over. Up ahead. Here we go. This is number 21, Johnson, to the rack, and she scores quickly.
So a
5-0 lead.
I was going to say a quick 5 for Booker T. 2 looks down the floor, 2 buckets to their credit.
So that makes it 5-0 Booker T. Lady Hornets. They are no stranger to this tournament or winning basketball. Here's Leyva down the left side. Might have turned it over. Nope. Knocked out of bounds. Looks like it'll be knocked out on Owens.
Yeah, Owens did a good job getting a hand in there at the last minute. She kind of pushed the ball away instead of getting it off of the shin of Lincoln.
Leyva clears out to Stewart. Down the left side she goes. Might have got blocked a little bit. That's a rebound by Mayberry. Up ahead. Here we go. Johnson Cooper pulls up. 10-footer. Stop. Pop. No good. Stewart with the rebound. Averages 7.3 and 3 on the offensive end. Here's Hopkins. Off the mark for her. She's had a nice tournament so far. Not enough on that one. Booker T quickly into the front court here. Cross court. Look out. Room. Johnson. Got it. 3 ball. And just that quick, 8-0 lead.
Booker T has started off hot from the field for sure. 3 good looks, 3 made buckets.
Box look here for Lincoln. Hopkins on the far side. Looks in. Tried to get it to Stewart. Albert tries to save it. Another turnover. Looks like Dogs are a little nervous in this one to start it.
Got 3 turnovers to Lincoln Christian's credit. Like they were in the second half of their game against Fort Gibson before they had 3 turnovers yesterday.
Here we go. Back to work for the Lady Hornets as Johnson covers her face to call out the play. All white, orange numbers. Here comes Hopkins. Read it like a defensive back. She wears number 31. Gets it taken away. They're going to call a jump ball on that one. Looks like possession will go to Lincoln.
Pretty aggressive move to get a hold of that jump ball. Referee thought that she had all ball there. Coach to protest a bit.
Leyva to inbound. Stewart off the glass. Give it to her. She's got 2 that quick. Stewart averages 16.3.
Puts it into the 8-0 Booker T run. 5:38 left to go here in quarter number 1.
Nice crowd getting in here. 1-4 high look for Booker T, and down the lane they go. That's a little hard for Johnson Cooper. Off the mark, here comes Albert. Assistant coach Logan Froese is her aunt. All-time leading scorer at Rogers State. Here's Hopkins in the corner. Bang. 3 ball for Hopkins. Hopkins is averaging 11 on the year, 5.3 rebounds. She's got 28, make it 31 in the Tournament of Champions, 10 for 17 shooting, along with 6 steals, 3 turnovers. In it goes. Booker T scores. That's quick. That's Brown. That makes it 10-5. Largest lead was 8-0 for Booker T. Off to the races. This is Owens. Nice pass. Gets it to Johnson. Bucket. 12-5. Booker T.
A little unsettled. Lady Bulldogs trying to find their rhythm here. Quick hands from the Booker T squad.
Athleticism and discipline will go a long ways in this game. Here's Stewart. Throws it up. Gets fouled. She'll go to the line. Maddie averages 12 a game. Shooting right at 60%.
Cache Brown will pick up her first foul of the game and our first free throws of the game upcoming.
Maddie is 5 for 7 in her previous 2 games. Make it 5 for 8. Into the game for Booker T's number 23, Lomack, and also number 5, Butler. Those 2 played last night quite a bit. So he's run 7 so far.
Second free throw is up and good. Cuts the lead to 12-6 for Booker T. Washington. They've got the ball.
Here we go. Johnson on the wing, guarded by Stewart. How about this matchup, Matt? 2 of the best in the state. 3 ball on the way, short. Leyva comes up with it. Leyva averages 4.8 rebounds per game. Here's Atkinson. Guarded by Butler. Across the court we go. Here's Stewart on the near side. Turns the corner. Behind her back. Loses it. Turnover. Off to the races. Booker T. Brown. hop skip. They're going to call a travel on that one.
One too many steps, got excited, maybe anticipated the contact just a bit too long there. And Lincoln Christian will benefit.
12-6, 3:35 to go. Coach Stewart calls out what she wants. Here's a set for the Lady Bulldogs. Albert trying to come set a big screen. Nothing there. Stewart in trouble. Clears out top. Leyva is guarded heavily by Owens. Turnover. Here we go the other way. Lomack with the steal. One-handed pass. Tried to get it to Owens. Just a little strong on that left-handed push pass.
Certainly was, as they trade turnovers there. Now 3 in the game for Booker T. Washington, 6 in the game for Lincoln Christian.
Azara Woodruff into the game. Averages 5.1. She's a freshman and has had nice minutes. We'll also see Nia Willoughby, another freshman, running 7 girls. Albert over her right shoulder, nothing doing. Kicks it out and just throws it away into the Booker T bench.
I think she glanced up and saw the referee standing there. That pass went more toward the young lady in stripes than it did to her teammate, who was just about 3 feet further down the line.
How about the Booker T staff looking sharp? I saw them in the finals of the Bixby tournament, rocking that orange and black striped tie, all black shirts. Love it.
Tell you, they bring some impressive dress to the BOK.
How about that? I just mentioned it. Nia Willoughby, freshman, strong, off to the races with the steal. She gathers, loses control. Rebound's going to go to Johnson on the far side. She's rocking the light orange, and here we go. Z's on her. 2 athletes going at each other. One's a freshman, one's a senior. One headed to Baylor, one headed to great things. Keep an eye on Z as she goes throughout her high school career. Here's a high look for Booker T. A dribble handoff back to Johnson up top. Z on her. Hopkins will guard Owens. Cross court. Here is Butler off the glass. Give it to her. 15-6, leads at 9. That's the largest. Hopkins misses that one.
Prior to that, there hadn't been a bucket scored since the 4:23 mark.
Previous largest lead was 8-0. Here's Leyva back into the game. Atkinson will sit, as well as Brown. Johnson Cooper back in. One thing about Markayla, she played all 32 minutes in her 20 points last night against, again, Mackenzie Mathern, top player in the state, Broken Arrows all-star. Headed to Michigan. Star power all over the place. Foul's going to be on, I believe, number 20. Is that what you saw? That is Butler, number 5.
Yeah, that's what we got, number 5.
Okay. 1:45 to go, just getting started in this Tournament of Champions girls finals. My name's Doug Nelson, Matt Adair with me, and the great Ella Sutton. Oh, nice block. Z gets the rebound off the block. She goes up and is going to be fouled. And that might be on Butler.
It was a big second effort from the freshman out there that time.
Called it on Johnson Cooper.
Will be Johnson Cooper's first. Send Lincoln Christian to the foul line for the second time today.
Z gets that front end. Back to work for her. One more here. One senior on the floor for Lincoln at this time.
Well, that's an intimidating stat right there. They're going to be good for years.
Yes, sir. Kayla calling out what she wants. Here comes a big screen from Butler. Long and lanky. Looks like a basketball player. Johnson in trouble. Traveled. Stewart did a good job walling her up. Contact both ways. Bucket went, but they wave it off. Really impressed with Johnson last night and her intensity throughout that game, and that was a big one. 45-41 win over top-ranked 6A Broken Arrow Lady Tigers. Z lost it. Here's Stewart. Hit the 1,000-point mark last night. Willoughby in the corner, and she's going to be fouled possibly. I thought maybe she stepped out of bounds, but
going to get a foul against Kennedy Glenn, I believe.
You are correct, sir. 5'8" sophomore.
Her first foul, team foul number 4 for the Lady Hornets.
Leyva to inbound. Here's Hopkins. Hopkins has a 3. Here's Willoughby. 3 ball on the way. No good. Gets her own rebound. Strong freshman. Down the right side she goes. Power. Throws it up. No good. Booker T did a good job blocking out. Butler was right there. Into the game comes Albert. Willoughby will sit. Back into the game is Owens. Tierra. Butler will sit after some nice minutes. 38.5 to go. 15-8 in this opening quarter.
Lincoln Christian hasn't had a field goal since the 5:20 mark. Their last 3 points have all been from the foul line.
Here we go. Back to work. Johnson thought about a 3, hesitates, pulls up at the elbow. That's a good-looking shot off the front iron. Maddie comes up with it. Again, averages 7.3 a game. Stewart, guarded by number 25, Glenn. Spins back. Down the lane she goes. Finds Hopkins. Quickly, they move it around. Here's Leyva. Down the right side. Fires it up. Little runner, no good. Big rebound by Johnson. Goodness, went and got it high. Up ahead. Great pass at the quarter. Owens
call it off
to Johnson Cooper.
I think they've got a foul here. I don't think this bucket is going to count. They're going to call an offensive foul against Tierra Owens.
So that'll do it for the first quarter. It's 15-8. And now we'll have a discussion. White 3.
They're calling it a push.
We'll stay right here, see if we can get the. What do you got, Matt?
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief. These are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union. Summer job, babysitting.
Okay, welcome back to the girls' finals here at the Tournament of Champions, powered by Squirtle TV and fueled by Quick Trip. Interesting fact, last night's game, Booker T had 16 points off of turnovers, just got out and ran. And that's what's happening a little bit here early in this one. So back to work for Booker T. They fired up. That shot's no good. That was Mayberry.
So on that last possession from Booker T. Washington, an offensive foul was whistled against Tierra Owens. The bucket did not count. And that froze the scoreboard at 15-8.
That's where we stand. You got some numbers, didn't you? I'll have you look at those when you get a second. And we were trying to get all that information from the officials, went to commercial, and here we are. No time to rest, my friend.
Okay, it's been an even rebounding battle so far. 7 rebounds for Lincoln Christian, 5 for Booker T. Washington. Lincoln Christian, 3 offensive boards, no offensive rebounds for Booker T.
Atkinson way off the mark. Rebound comes down to Booker T. Up ahead, this is Mayberry. Right side, Leyva there. Step. Misses it. Rebound comes down. Good block by Stewart, and they're going to call a foul. Take that back. Got a little bit of ball on that one. So it looks like Brown will go to the line for 2. Brown last night had 10 points. She was 6 of 6 from the line. How about that? And I shouldn't have said anything because she missed that one.
First 2 looks at free throws for Booker T tonight. Empty on the opener.
Got that one. That pushes the lead now back to 16-8. 8-point lead. Largest was 9. Stewart, hand off to Leyva. A little loose on that handoff. Great job by Johnson Cooper all over Leyva. Back door to Stewart, not there. Tried to get her on that back door. And that's a play that's been around a long time in the Lincoln toolbox. Well scouted by Booker T. Well coached, both of these programs. A lot of tradition. Z, left side, goes up. Nothing there. Throws it up. I say that. She got it to fall. Teardrop. Goodness.
Great finish right there. Just over the top of the trees as she was making her way out of bounds.
Johnson directing traffic without the ball. Love that from the leader. Player to watch in this game, every game, Baylor commit. Up top, this is going to be Owens. Albert all over her man. Here's Johnson, Leyva. Nice matchup here as well. Keep an eye on fouls as we go. Johnson somehow gets in front of that one. Leyva on her. Stewart helps. And everything has slowed to a snail's pace. Had some great games today. We'll let Matt work through those in a minute when he can. The results of some of those. Ball goes up by Brown, knocked out of bounds, and looks like Lincoln will have it. Working right to left. Rocking the all-black unis with the crimson and Vegas gold trim. Hornets in all white with the beautiful orange.
That orange does stand out.
Yes, it does. Jump man on top of that, both of these teams. Here's Stewart. Right side, guarded by Johnson Cooper. Z way out, guarded by Mayberry. Man, what a name in the Tulsa area forever. Great pass in there to Maddie, off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Johnson Cooper up ahead. That's Brown. Johnson on the far side, cut off by Z. Back up top, reset. Mayberry looks in, nothing there for Brown. Again, a lot of discipline, a lot of sets here from the Booker T group. 16-10, 5 to go in the second quarter. Both of these teams have been in their tournament finals already this year. Dogs lost to Northside, Fort Smith. And Bixby won over, there's a foul, won the Bixby tournament. Booker T won that. Foul's going to be on number 20. That's Brown.
Her second.
Thank you.
First team foul for the Hornets here in quarter number 2. 16-10, 6-point lead for Booker T. Washington.
Up ahead. Goodness, Brown read that one. Leyva back. Brown. Jump step. Throws it up. No good. Rebound comes down to Hopkins. Off and running she goes. Hopkins averages 5.3 rebounds a game. How about Leyva? A little strong on that one. Hopkins with an offensive board. Out to Stewart. Man-to-man for BT Dub. Another one off the back iron for Stewart. Here we go. Johnson. Left, right. Down the left side she goes. Leyva gets a piece of it. Coach Stewart wants a jump ball. Looks like she'll go to the line for 2. Yesterday, she was 3 for 3 from the line. 20 total points, 8 for 14 shooting, 2-point range, and 1 for 3 from 3-point range. 32 minutes of work. For the game yesterday, Booker T was 12 of 17. So far today, I believe I have them 1 for 2.
1 for 2.
Thank you. Got that one. She now has 8 in this game. Substitutions on both sides. We'll work through them. Atkinson in for Z. $17-10. Got that one as well. Give her 9 on the day. Early evening. Booker T's in first place in District 3A. They're 7-0. Make that 3-0 in district play. 9-0 on the year. Ranked number 1, in my opinion, in 5A. Atkinson, guarded by Mayberry. Far side Leyva. Into Albert. Over her right shoulder, nothing there, loses it. Lomack comes up with it, up ahead. Johnson, Hopkins on her. A lot of contact, goodness gracious, Matt. They count it, no foul. Johnson now has 11. Hopkins did all she could just to wall her off, but man, that they say girls' games aren't physical.
Well, yeah.
Forget that.
Take a look at this one.
Kind of like that they're letting them play. Here's Maddie, right side. Finds Albert. She's going to be fouled, so Albert will go to the line, it looks like, for 2.
Unselfish look from Stewart right there to find Albert.
Interesting, last night, Maddie had a chance to hit 1,000 points, and she gave it up on an assist to Z for an easy layup. Very unselfish. That one's off the back iron.
Tiara Owens was the one that picked up that foul. It'll be her second. First free shot off the mark.
Albert last year had her coming out party here at the Tournament of Champions. Hitting big shots down the stretch in the finals. Losing to Edmond Memorial, who ended up 7th this year in this tournament. That tells you how tough it is. They won it last year. Welcome back. Now you're 7th. What a year, huh? Big wins. Quinton got them. Fort Gibson got them. They were able to beat Hammond in the 7th place game. Here's Albert. Stewart up top. 2:44 to go in this one. Second quarter, that is. Dogs being patient. 20-10. Rebound comes down. That's number 5. That's Butler. She's doing a great job in there.
Got that as the 8th defensive board for Booker T. Washington.
3 ball on the way. No good. Stewart rebounds. Off and running. Atkinson on the left side. A lot of hands on Stewart. Turn in the corner. Gets the call, and she'll go to the line. Stewart leads the way with 3 right now.
Tiana Butler picks up her second.
Stewart shoots 75% from the line. Got that one. Maddie is now 2 for 3 into the game. Z and the other super freshman, Nia Willoughby. Hopkins to set, as well as Albert. Johnson, Butler down low. Maddie got that one. Give her 5. Johnson getting the call from the Booker T bench. Here we go. 2:05 to go in this one. Johnson hesitates. Not a ton of movement in this one. 2 heavyweights just kind of filling each other out. They will run when they get the opportunity. Otherwise, they're slowing it down, running sets on both ends.
Yeah, you can really feel like the energy in this game is just building consistently through this first half of play.
Largest lead was 10 at 20-10 for Booker T. Got out to an 8-0 lead in this one. Here's Johnson, left side. Maddie slaps at it, knocks it loose. Butler back to Johnson. 3 ball on the way, short. Here goes Alexis. Leyva, cross court to Z. Crossover, right side, kicks it out. A little high for Stewart, gets it to Willoughby in the corner. Butler on her. Spins back, works baseline, up strong. There she goes. Give it to her. Goodness. That's a freshman, gang. Willoughby on the board. That cuts it to 6, 20-14.
4-0 run for Lincoln Christian right now, too.
Very patient. Owens up top.
Booker T. Washington working a true 5-out set here. They've got all 5 players positioned outside the arc, and now they'll change it up. Bring it a 2 high post look.
Butler and Owens. Johnson, beg your pardon. That's number 23 right here. Lomack back up top to Butler. Will reset with Owens, and they may be content with the last shot here, Matt.
A lot of patience being shown in this offensive series.
Kicks it out, spins, baseline. That's Lomack. Gets the foul. Coach Stewart is not happy with that one. Foul's on number 20. That's going to be on Leyva. Is that her second?
Got that as her second.
Lomack will go to the line.
think Coach Stewart was disappointed really in how late that call came. It was well after the shot.
Lomac had 3 points yesterday, 0 attempts from the line. Misses that one.
2 substitutions into the game for Booker T. Washington. Round and Mayberry will re-enter. Believe that she will bring with her, well,
Here comes
covering up the number.
Yeah, long, beautiful hair. Here's Hopkins.
That is Johnson Cooper back in.
Yeah, number 3.
Missed the second.
No,
free
number
throw as
1.
well.
Number 3 is Owens on the far side. She's got beautiful hair. I don't have any hair. There's a foul. That's going to be on number 3, Owens.
Now, that's a big one because that is 3 on Tierra Owens, who has got exceptionally fast hands. She is deadly out there at the top of the point on defense, and she plays that tip of the spear position, and you can see why. Great in the steals department.
Fast hands and fast feet. Very athletic. They make Butler come all the way over and check in. It kind of cracks me up. These kids, they don't want to come to the middle. Actions on this end. Leva to inbound. There's Hopkins trying to get a seal with Maddie. Left side she goes. Tipped away. Johnson with it. That's going to be Johnson Cooper. Time. Fires it up. Off the back iron. No good. And that'll do it for this first half. It is 20-14. Booker T will take a timeout with them. You are watching Squirtle TV at the Tournament of Champions, powered by Quick Trip.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Feel safe and secure with Arlo Wireless Outdoor Camera, available at Pioneer. Arlo offers top-notch protection with crystal clear video quality, rain or shine. Monitor your home from anywhere with remote smartphone access, whether you're at home or on the go. Arlo keeps you connected to what matters most. Trust Arlo and Pioneer to keep your home safe and secure. Visit GoPioneer.com to get your Arlo wireless cameras today.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
For a lot of people with a fear of their credit score and wanting a new or used car loan, this is the last place that one wants to be. Well, at Western Sun Federal Credit Union, a marginal credit score doesn't necessarily mean no. In fact, they have a terrific record of getting members approved. And all it requires is this. Give Western Sun a look for low rates and a fast response. I doubt you'll be disappointed. WSFCU.com.
At Hillspring Church in Sand Springs, we'd like to invite you to join us for one of our worship services, Sunday morning at 10 a.m. at the Charles Page High School Auditorium.
You can worship with us online at our website, hillspring.tv, our YouTube channel, or on Facebook Live.
We offer exciting programs for kids of all ages and a fun family atmosphere where it's easy to connect and find a place to belong.
Join us this Sunday. We'll save you a seat.
Hill Spring Church, making a difference together. At Hill Spring Church in Sand Springs.
Welcome back live to the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions, brought to you by Quick Trip, powered by Squirtle. I'm Matt Adair alongside Doug Nelson, bringing you girls championship action here on Championship Saturday from the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Booker T. Washington leads Lincoln Christian 20-14 at halftime. Let's have a look at the numbers. First in scoring for Lincoln Christian, Maddie Stewart leads her team with 7. Audrey Hopkins has 3. Azara Woodruff has 2, and Nia Willoughby has 2 to her credit. That is the 14 for Lincoln Christian. On the other side, Booker T. Washington, 11 points in the contest so far for Michaela Johnson. She has been outstanding. Rihanna Mayberry has 3, and Tiana Butler also has 3. That is the 20 for Booker T. Washington. 9 turnovers in the first half for Lincoln Christian, 5 for the Lady Hornets of Booker T. Washington. In the rebounding battle, it's 18 rebounds for Lincoln Christian to 10 for Booker T. Washington. How are both teams shooting? Well, Lincoln Christian is 22% from the floor, just 4 of 18, 1 of 7 from behind the arc, 14% from three-point range. For Booker T. Washington, they are 37% from the floor, 7 of 19, and 37% from behind the arc. They are 3 of 8. Lincoln Christian, 62% from the foul line, 5 of 8. Booker T. Washington, 3 of 6 from the foul line, 50%. Points in the paint so far, Booker T. Washington scored 6. Lincoln Christian has 4 points off of turnovers. Booker T. The Lady Hornets have 6. Lady Bulldogs have 2. Second chance baskets, 2 points for Lincoln Christian, 1 for Booker T. Washington, and fast break points. That's 4 for Booker T. Washington. No fast break points for Lincoln Christian yet in the game. Both benches get involved in the action. Lincoln Christian has 4 points from their bench, and Booker T. Washington has 3 points from their bench. Booker T. Washington has led the whole time. No ties in the game, no late changes, at least as of yet. Those are your first half statistics brought to you right here on Squirtle. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, Doug Nelson will talk about the keys to the second half and the performance of Lincoln Christian and Booker T. Washington through this first half of play. Again, you're watching the Tournament of Champions live from the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right here on Squirtle.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independent Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independent Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
Braum's is bringing the heat. Introducing Braum's new spicy chicken sandwiches. Flavor this good just can't be beat. Braum's crispy, tender, spicy chicken delivers just enough kick to ramp up our original recipe. Get it regular or club style with crispy bacon and American cheese. Add on Braum's sauce for that extra burst of heat, and you have spicy chicken sandwich perfection, because nothing is better than Braum's.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. Dr. Matt Dieselhorst.
Welcome back live to the BOK Center here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tournament of Champions underway, brought to you by Quick Trip, powered by Squirtle. I'm Matt Adair alongside Doug Nelson. Let's take a look at the bracket today, get you guys caught up. We open play on the girls' side with our 7th place game between Heaven and Edmond Memorial. Edmond Memorial slips out with a victory on that one. Then the consolation championship between Glenpool and Quinton. It was Quinton that comes away with the consolation championship. In the 3rd place game, Broken Arrow and Fort Gibson played each other. Broken Arrow girls pulled that one off. They staved off a big run in the 4th quarter from Fort Gibson to come away with 3rd place here in the Tournament of Champions. And, of course, our girls' championship game taking place before us, Booker T. Washington. Our 7th place game, the boys from OK took on Wilson. Trying to find a final on that one. I'll check and see what I can find. Crossings Christian finished out with the consolation championship in a defeat over the Dale boys.
Weatherford and Booker T played.
There you go. Weatherford and Booker T. Washington played today in the 3rd place game. The Weatherford Eagles took home 3rd place in a great boys matchup. Weatherford with a come-from-behind victory. They trailed for the biggest part of the first half of that game, and when they took control, the Eagles held on tight. They were relentless, not wanting to give that one up, so Weatherford walks away with 3rd place. OK boys were the ones that finished in 7th over Wilson Henrietta. And then finally in our boys championship matchup, one game yet to come, and that will feature the Owasso Rams taking on Millwood. And that will be another epic clash. As last night, Millwood and Booker T. Washington played a fantastic game, as did Weatherford and Owasso. Those were 2 games with a lot of eyes on them. So finally, that last game again, Millwood and Owasso coming up on the boys in the boys championship side of the bracket. And that's got you caught up from the Tournament of Champions. We'll take another break, and when we get back, it's 3rd quarter action. You're listening.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
For more than a century, you have made St. Mary's your healthcare choice. It might be our dedication, compassion, and skill, or the personalized patient experience. Perhaps it is our award-winning, high-quality care. Whatever your reason, you trust St. Mary's will offer advanced technology and comprehensive care close to home. Learn more about our services at stmarysregional.com.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs. With over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve. Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma.
Okay, welcome back to the girls' championship game here at the Tournament of Champions at the BOK. Outstanding facility for this tournament, and it has grown and grown and grown, and I think it's found a permanent home here at the BOK.
I certainly think it has. I mean, this is an incredible venue. They do such a good job putting this thing together.
The lower bowl fills up, and it just creates a great environment. Talk about winning out of the timeout. There's Stewart for an assist to Albert to start this thing, cut it back to 4. Back to work for Booker T. Up top, this will be Johnson Cooper running the show, fires it up. Hopkins gets a piece of it, and it's knocked out of bounds. A lot of contact on that one, Matt. So inbounding will be number 23, Lomack, 5'6" sophomore. Out top, Mayberry, 3-ball on the way. Rims in and out. Great block out by Atkinson. Here we go. Leyva left to right.
You know, physicality has been a big part of this game. Referees have let a lot of physical play go between these two teams.
I say left to right. If you're watching from the other side, it's right to left. So we're on press row. And it is crowded down here. Just glad we have a seat.
No doubt.
Here's Stewart. Johnson locking down Hopkins inside. Cross court, here we go. Albert, corner, Leyva. Guarded by Lomack. Trying to work it into Albert. Kicks it out. Here's Atkinson, 3-ball on the way. In and out. Great block out by Booker T, but somehow Albert comes up with it, fires it to Atkinson. She scores. They're within 2.
4-0 run to start things off for Lincoln Christian here in quarter number 3. That must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Well, probably so. Both sides were working, I'm sure. Up top, again, the pace has slowed. Here's Johnson off the 1-4 look. Cut off on the baseline by Stewart. Cross court, this is Brown. Far side, spin, up. Number 23, that's Lomack, fires it up. Hustle. Johnson off the glass, give it to her. They count it, and she's fouled. She's got 13, a chance for 14.
They're going to call that offensive against Johnson. That's actually going to go down as a turnover for Booker T. Washington.
Now here's your replay. I was watching this official, and she punched the other way. I thought she meant a bucket was good. So it's 20-18. We're 2 minutes into this third quarter. That's what happens when you look down to write something. Don't do that.
Turnover number 6 for the Lady Hornets.
Here's Stewart. Thought about a 3. Backs it out. Guarded by Johnson Cooper. Leyva. Cross court. Nice pass. Tried to get it to Albert. It's going to be deflected, it looks like, by Brown or Johnson.
It's a great no-look pass, too. Sold with her eyes that ball was headed to the wing, and instead it was the no-look bounce pass underneath. Almost worked.
That one's a pretty good look for Stewart. Just too strong on it. Johnson, right side. She's going to go coast to coast. Throws it up. In and out. Got a piece of the rebound, and it looks like it's off Hopkins.
The bang-bang call underneath. A lot of hands reaching out for that basketball.
Lomack to inbound. 5'6" sophomore. 3 points yesterday, but a lot of action in here today. Has not scored today. Nice move inside. Going to be blocked. That's Brown going up twice. Got her own rebound, and it looks like Stewart on the foul, and that it is.
Boy, that's a tight foul call right there, too. I saw a lot of ball on the backside of that. I thought maybe that was going to go for a jump.
Brown at the line. Yesterday, 6 for 6. She got that one. Today, she is 2 for 3. Total of 4 points. She'll get another one. Got it. Back to a 4-point lead, 22-18.
First 2 points of the third quarter for the Lady Hornets.
Albert had it, lost it, out of bounds, and will go the other way. Hornet ball.
10th turnover of the game for the Lady Bulldogs, but just their first of the second half.
Johnson Cooper, the 5'5" junior, directing traffic. Atkinson calling out the play. Up top, low key. Johnson resets. Stewart on her. What a matchup. So last night Johnson was with Mathern. Tonight it's with Stewart, 3 of the top players in the state of Oklahoma, bar none. 6A, 5A, 4A. Oh, missed that one. Leyva comes up with it. Turnover, Booker T. Off to the races she goes. Had numbers 3-on-2. Back door, tried to get it to Stewart. Now they turn it over. Johnson off to the races. Stewart hustles back, tips it loose.
That was a big hustle play for Maddie Stewart right there to catch up with Johnson and kind of slap that away from behind.
Back to work for Johnson. Stewart on her. Look at the eyes right there, staring a hole in the chest. We got great seats. Hopkins on Johnson Cooper. Back door. There it is. One power dribble. Going to be a foul. They help up Mayberry. Both teams going at each other, but great sportsmanship shown right there.
I think Atkinson picked up her third.
Johnson for 3. Look out. Got it. She knew it when it left her hands. Now give her 14. 20 yesterday in the semifinal win over Broken Arrow. Stewart. 3 ball. Off the back iron. Albert battles. Lomack battles. Here's Atkinson. Oh, goodness. There's a foul and bodies flying into the Booker T bench. Woo! Kids are working hard.
Everybody getting on the floor going after that loose ball.
Atkinson came flying in. I hope she's all right. Yeah, she's up. And then one of the Booker T girls, I couldn't see. Yeah, she came diving in, kind of took out the legs of Atkinson, and then they all went into the bench.
She smacked her head on the floor pretty good.
Yeah, here's a replay. It's the Booker T bench that they went flying in. You can see that Atkinson got tripped up, and that's Brown. Great hustle by both of those young ladies, giving up their bodies, literally. And they're double checking her, the athletic trainers for Booker T. Timeout for Booker T possibly, or they're bringing in a young lady. That is a Bailey Braxton, 6'2" senior. Braxton by far the tallest on the floor. Brown was 6 foot. She left the floor. Lomack on Leyva. Box look for the Lincoln Lady Bulldogs. Z thought about a 3. UCLA cut. Here's Z. Not there. Turnover. Lomack comes up with it off to the races. She's just going to lay it in. Got it. So it's 27-18. It's grown back to 9 after it was down to 2. And so Stewart's going to get fouled and go to the line.
Lincoln Christian hasn't scored since the 6:42 mark. So it's been a 3+ minute scoring drought.
Stewart
Lady Bulldogs
shoots 75% from the line. And here comes the super freshman, Nia Willoughby. Willoughby has 2 points in the game. Stewart with 7 leading the way for Lincoln. Johnson, 14, leading all scores, and the little guys are getting another workout with the mops on the baseline.
Trying to keep a dry playing surface, and there's games like this where there's a lot of contact, bodies on the floor. We get a little extra mop time.
Stewart now 4 or 5 from the line, 80% on tonight's game. Johnson Cooper will set, and as soon as I get a number on this other young lady, I will let you know. That's number 25. That's Glenn. Played in the first quarter as well, first half. Brown wipes her hands, resets. Stewart on her.
Lincoln Christian now 7 of 10 from the foul line, 70% in this contest with Booker T. Washington.
27-20, back to a 7-point lead. Make that a 10-point lead. Lomack lights it up. She's on the board with 3. She had 3 yesterday. Going to call a foul on her now. A little extended on the defensive end here. 2:53 to go in this third quarter. This place is filling up, Matt.
Lomack picks up her first foul, 3rd team foul against Booker T. Washington. Lincoln Christian with 2 team
Hopkins,
fouls.
3 ball on the way. Got it. Bang. She's got 2 threes on the night, 6 points for her. back to 7-point lead, 30-23. Johnson and Lomack running the offense. Coach Stewart yelling out what she wants defensively. Cross court to Lomack. 3-ball on the way. Left-hander, Sweet. No good. She's feeling it now. Stewart comes up with it off to the races. Hopkins, left side. She's feeling it also. Down the lane she goes. Throws it up with her right hand. No good. Johnson battles. Z battles. Braxton on the floor. The 6'2 senior comes up with it. Possession is Booker T.
That will trigger a substitution as Tiara Owens will re-enter the game since going out with 3 fouls in the first half.
Glenn out. Braxton, Lomack, Mayberry, Johnson, and Owens for Booker T. Leyva on Owens. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. What an atmosphere for these young ladies. It's about as good as it gets in the state of Oklahoma.
I'm telling you, this is the best prep for the state tournament that you can get as far as atmosphere goes.
Play one more year in the old rusty, dusty Fairgrounds Arena. Here's Maddie, kicks it out. Hopkins, down the lane she goes, pulls up, pivots, finds Stewart in the corner. 3-ball, got it. So now she has 12. Back to a 4-point lead. Make it 30-26. 32nd. We'll stay right here. So I made my first trip to the fairgrounds in 1978. I was a 4th grader watching the Pond Creek Hunter Panthers play in the state tournament. And I've been back the last 4 years with the Lincoln Lady Bulldogs, 2 in the championship. And it smells the same as it did 1978 as it does in 2024. Rust, dust, and funnel cakes.
Not much has changed in that time period out there at Fairgrounds Arena for sure. I've been back the last couple of years with the Ladybugs from Alva. They've had some good runs all the way to the state tournament the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And remember being there in high school myself. And it is a building full of history. How's that?
You got rust and dust. I'm telling you, they have the livestock and the bull riding and all that, and the concerts and all kinds of stuff. Man, tractor pulls, monster trucks, whatever.
Well, as an Oklahoma, you've been told for the last few years that the new facility is going to be ready anytime. In fact, we thought last year might be the last one.
This is it, my friends. This is it. So get down there and support these kids. And all classes, class 6A through B, will be represented some way, shape, or form in the big house. So here's a 1-4 look. Now they'll shift it to a 1-3-1 offensively. Dogs in a man-to-man zone look, matchup, if you will. 1:06 to go. Uh-oh, look out. 3-ball on the way for Owens. She got it. Give it to her.
That's impressive. Tiara Owens had spent a lot of time on the bench with those 3 fouls and comes back into the game, picks up right where she left off.
How about that? Mayberry with the quickness. Great pass. Cross court. Foul. Bucket's good. Owens. And these Lady Hornets are rolling.
Five-point run.
Yes, it is. They had cut it to 4, so Stewart will set. How many fouls? Who was that on, my friend?
I think they caught Alexis Leyva.
Okay.
If they did, I've got her with 3.
3. Stewart will get a quick break right here between this 49 seconds and what you have during the third and fourth period timeout there. So Mayberry now has 6. Had 4 yesterday in the semifinal win. Leyva on the far side. Down the left side, she tries to go. Owens all over her. Willoughby gets it knocked away from Brown. Off to the races. This is Lomack. Stop, pop, not there. Euro step, throws it up. Hopkins might have got a piece. She did get the rebound. 16 seconds, and that one is just thrown away. That's Albert. Willoughby trying to make that pass. So forget about the rest. At 49.6 seconds, they'll go 0 for D here, and Stewart will come back in. Coach's daughter, sophomore, beg your pardon, junior, has played in this 3 straight years. Lincoln's been in it 4. Owens, 5 seconds to go. Crossover. Going all the way. Throws it up. Rebound comes down to Hopkins, and that will do it for the third quarter of this girls' finals. 36-26. 10-point lead for Booker T Lady Hornets. We'll take a quick one. We'll be right back.
Looking to jumpstart your career affordably? Tri-County Tech is the place. Our award-winning school, powered by OK Career Tech, offers top-notch instructors and job placement support to help you secure your dream job. Join the workforce sooner with our programs, especially in high-demand fields like construction and healthcare. We provide quick and easy in-house financial assistance for most programs. With our new flexible year-round schedule for working adults, you can achieve your goals at your own pace. Classes start soon, so visit tricountytech.edu/adult and start your journey today.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and ranch land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963. Wiggins Auctioneers is a
Okay, as advertised, these two going at each other. Leading scorer will be Markayla Johnson at 14, and Maddie Stewart has 12 for Lincoln. Those two have gone at each other all night. Here's Hopkins up top between the rings. Alexis looking in at Albert. Here's Stewart, 3 ball on the way. Off the mark. Hopkins battles, comes up with it, ends up losing it. Here comes Johnson. Hesitates, finishes. Hard off the back iron. Rebound comes down. Brown. Johnson battles. There's bodies everywhere. Alexis now comes up with it. Tipped away. And now we'll go the other way. Johnson Cooper up ahead. Tried to get it inside. That's Owens. And that was crazy right there, my friend. And the crowd does not like it. Depends on what side you're sitting on.
Audience felt like that one may have needed to go the other way, but trading of turnovers real quick.
That was a quick 41 seconds. Back and forth they went. Hopkins looks in. Albert over her right shoulder. Spins. Got it. Good look for Albert. Albert now has 4.
8-point game between these two as we head down into the final stretch.
6:53 to go. Booker T slows it down. Albert able to get a piece of it. Hopkins tries to save it. And it'll stay with the Lady Hornets right there in that corner. Coffin corner, if you will. Johnson Cooper clears. Stewart went for it. Might have fouled Johnson. She helps her up. 2 big-time athletes going at each other. Both D1 kids. Stewart's getting offers from Nebraska, Arizona, OU, OSU, Wake Forest. Johnson going to Baylor. Alexis, goodness. So we saw 2 different plays there. One was real physical and one was kind of a touch. And Alexis comes up with the foul.
I believe that will be her 4th, and we will have a substitution.
Just that quick. Z will come in for Leyva. Johnson to clear. Stewart on her. What a matchup this has been. Down the left side. Johnson goes. Stewart gets her that time for sure. Lower body. Quickness.
Be the 3rd foul on Maddie Stewart. 2nd team foul for Lincoln Christian.
Johnson is 2 for 2 from the line.
As a team, Booker T. Washington 6 for 9 from the foul line.
So she's perfect the last 2 days. 6 for 6. 3 for 3 in this one. Give her 15. Another one coming. Got it. Leads all scores with 16. Stewart at 12. Booker T coaching staff yelling out what they want. It is well scouted. There's your handoff. Back to Stewart up top. Thought about a three. Atkinson in the corner. Stewart down the lane. She goes, and she gets fouled, and it does not fall. So she'll go to the line for 2, where she is 5 for 6.
Cachet Brown will pick up her 3rd.
So listening to the Booker T faithful, they want her to take a charge. Well, that means you got to get in front of a powerful young lady coming right at you.
Oh, yeah, you can feel that one in your bones when it's coming down the paint. Maddie Stewart does go to the bucket with force.
So does Johnson. So does Mather. And these girls have been fun to watch over this tournament.
No shortage of talent in the Sooner State.
Matherin going to Michigan. Stewart gets them both. She's 7 for 8. She's got 14 on the night. 38-30. 6:15 to go. Owens running the show up top. Z on her. Owens is a senior, 5'6". Gets it in. Johnson. Wow, what body control that is as she shakes her head and runs the other way as to say, I got this. Did that last night when she was feeling confident in her 20 points in that win. There's Z down the right side. They're going to call a charge on that one. And just like that, Brown hangs in there. So she listened to the crowd.
She certainly did. Second on Z Woodruff.
Z was going hard, but Brown was holding her ground. Back to work for Owens. Z on her, and they're both smiling at each other. Freshman and senior right here. Woodruff getting valuable minutes in this highest of high tournaments in Oklahoma. How about that move? Owens frustrated with herself. She got a clean look, and here's a clean look. Hopkins, oh, the hustle. The cameraman gets taken out, literally. And I believe that's Johnson Cooper with the hustle play.
That was huge. That was huge. Well, contact down there, no foul called. I think Coach Stewart felt like maybe they Lady Bulldogs deserve a trip to the line there.
I'm watching the cameraman rub his, what are those, blazers? I'm not sure what he's wearing down there, some kind of Jordan shoe. Looks like he might have got stepped on, but he did get run over. He took a charge too. Here's Hopkins, corner. In and out. She's already got 2. That would have been 3. Leyva battles. It goes off her shin out of bounds. Here comes Z back into the game. Timeout. It's going to be a 30. We'll stay right here. So you have the next game, my friend.
I do with Todd Miller. That boys championship game should be a good one.
Yeah,
Millwood and Owasso.
I've got to call 3 games with him in this tournament, and he's amazing. True pro, as you are, my friend. What do you got here?
Well, let's take a look at the numbers. Rebounds at the end of the third quarter, 25 for the ladies from Lincoln Christian, 8 offensive, 17 defensive. 16 total rebounds in the game for Booker T. Washington, 5 offensive, 11 defensive. Leading rebounder for Lincoln Christian right now is Maddie Stewart. She's got 5 in the game. And for Booker T. Washington, it's Michaela Johnson. She has got 4 to her credit.
My wife just texted me, says 21's a beast.
She is. She can play basketball, no doubt about that.
She hadn't seen her play this year.
Maddie Stewart's got 12 points in the game. Michaela Johnson has got 14. So 2 great players battling it out. They're neck and neck in the stats column. Turnovers right now, Lincoln Christian leading in that category. Not something you want to do, but they've got 14 turnovers in the game at the end of the third quarter. They have added about 3 to that, so I've got them at 17. Right now, Booker T. Washington with 8 turnovers in the game.
Yeah, this next one, Owasso and Millwood. If you haven't watched Montnati and crew, Williams and those guys, get ready. And then how about the Millwood coach? He works as hard as any player on the floor.
Oh, absolutely.
Up and down the sideline, working the officials. Here's Johnson working hard, throws it up, draws the foul. She'll go to the line for 2.
Foul whistled against Atkinson. That'll be her fourth.
So she is 4 for 4 from the line. 16 points. Is that what you have, my friend?
I believe so.
Chance for 17 and 18. Nope, missed that one. I jinxed her. I'm sorry. Coach Stewart working this sideline official. And here's Leyva back in. So we'll go a little O for D here. She's got 4. Got to protect her. Got it. 17 for Johnson.
41-30, an 11-point lead. 5:07 left to go here in the contest to decide the girls' champion.
Back to Stewart. Off to the races. Got to go quick here. 5 minutes to go. Leyva up top. Johnson Cooper on her. There's Leyva. Baseline. Had a crease. Got cut off quickly. Stewart, 3-ball. In and out. Rebound comes down to Mayberry. Gets it to Brown, and here we clear. Owens, and they'll slow it down just a bit. Now they speed up. What do I know? Now we slow down.
I think Tiara Owens has only got one speed, and it is fast.
Goodness. Surely she's a sprinter. Uh-oh, we got some water on the floor. This happened throughout the tournament. Don't think it has anything to do with the rain. I think this is just perspiration. Thursday, the rain was giving the BOK a few fits.
I can imagine.
That happens at the fairgrounds, not the BOK.
Right. Anytime you get a building this big, though, especially with this much use, and, out here, rain's rare. Not used to having to seal things up all that often.
Out here, you live in the northwest part of the state. You're out there.
We are out there.
We're right in the middle of everything here. So welcome to the big city.
Appreciate that. If I can keep from getting lost on these Tulsa streets, I'll be doing great by the end of this tournament.
I've lived here for 26 years, and I still get lost. Everything's diagonal and crooked and crossed. All right, back to work for Booker T. Z will guard Owens. Boy, I'd like to see those two run 100 meters. They can go. Up top, Johnson. Stewart on her. Oh, might have traveled. Brown gets it out. Mayberry, 3-ball, left-hander. Off the mark. Great hustle by the Lady Hornets. That's Brown. Timeout will be called. Booker T will take it. We'll see if it's a full. It's a 30, so Matt will just stay right here.
A couple other numbers from the end of the third quarter as we take a look at points. Like we said, Maddie Stewart has 12 and leads her team. Kaylee Atkinson has 2. Jayla Albert has 2. Audrey Hopkins has 6 in the contest. Z Woodruff has 2. And Nia Willoughby has 2. For Booker T. Washington, Tiara Owens has 6. Cachet Brown has 5. Michaela Johnson has 14. Mayberry has 3 in the contest. Buller has 3 as well, and Lomack has picked up 5 for Booker T. Washington. Shooting, Lincoln Christian shot 31% from the floor through 3 quarters. They were 8 of 26. They are 27% from behind the arc. For Booker T. Washington, they've shot 36% from the floor, 12 of 33, 46% from behind the three-point line, 6 of 13. They are just one off of shooting 50% from behind the arc.
Outstanding. Tulsa Public Schools does a great job with this tournament. Mick Wilson. Just an outstanding event. Holiday hoops at its finest. Here we go. Trying to clear. Ball's knocked around. Hopkins comes up with it. Stewart directing traffic. Wants a high screen from Z. Baseline, she goes, kicks it out. Tried to hit Z on a backdoor, not there. That ball's kicked by Stewart. Back into the game is Lomack Kamari, 5'6" sophomore.
You want to talk about tough. I think Kaylin Johnson Cooper just went to the bench and told her coach she thinks her finger's dislocated, but she was going to stay out on the floor.
God.
That is a different kind of tough.
Yeah, I would have been out for months, crying and immediate ice.
Got a trainer over there working on it. Now she looks like she's ready to come back in.
I might have dislocated my finger doing this broadcast. I'm not sure. So here we go. Johnson off to the races. Lomack, baseline, throws it up. got it with the sweet runner. She's had a nice game. There's 5. Very steady on both ends.
43-30 our score.
Maddie's trying to back Lomack down, and right now, offensively, not much happening for the Dogs.
They've been on a 3-minute scoring drought with that rebound from Booker T. Washington.
Johnson up ahead to Owens. Speed. Brown rebounds up and in. So Brown now has 7.
Stretched it out to a 15-point lead. I think their biggest has been 16.
Hopkins trying to get involved with the offense. A lot of standing around for the Bulldogs. Under 3 to go. Stewart, 3 ball. Short. We talked about this earlier. Legs might be a factor for some of these kids. 3 days in a row of high intense basketball.
No shortage of talent in this tournament, and it does cause you to play very, very big, high-level basketball 3 straight days.
I hate to say this. You said it. It prepares you for the state tournament. You get the top 8 teams, but, some of these tournaments you go to, if you're a 1 in a tournament, you get an 8 seed, and you don't have to play as hard. I just hate to say that, but in this tournament,
not the case.
No. Every game, intense. They run through the screen. Hopkins got a look. Stewart ends up on the ground. Coach Stewart not happy about that one. Johnson. In the case, Quinton, a Class A school, comes in here and gets 2 big-time wins. A win over Edmond Memorial, one of the top teams in 6A, and then they win against Glenpool, number 3 in 4A. Brad Davis doing a great job with that group. They just shot 55% from 3-point range today.
Oh, just.
Bailey Purdham's their top girl. Atkinson right in front of Coach Stewart. Knocks it down. Here is Hopkins working over her right shoulder. Gets Brown in the air and draws the foul. So she'll go back to the line. Hopkins has 6 points. This is her first trip to the line. Had 4 boards in the first half.
Cache Brown picks up foul number 4.
Dogs have been here 4 years in a row. You just wonder, will the streak continue?
It's been a cold run. They haven't scored since the 6:25 mark. Now 2:07 left to go in the game.
Z to check back in. Hopkins got it. So 1 of 2 from the line for the Hop. 7 points for her. Now you got to turn it up. 2:07 to go. Booker T's just thinking about running some clock here. Here's Johnson getting doubled. Hopkins tried to double her. Lomack up ahead. Here's Brown. Makes a nice catch. Left-handed throw. Bodies flying. Who are they going to call this on? Maybe Owens.
I thought I saw Z Woodruff down there. Yep.
I saw Z.
She will catch her third.
Good call. 2 Booker T girls flying in there as well as 1 Lincoln. Booker T's in the bonus. Looks like Owens is going to shoot it. Brown was lined up, and Owens says, no, I got this. That's what I was talking about. Those 2 were in the melee with Z. Got to love that from Owens. The senior said, let me have this. Got it. So she misses that one. First free throw attempt for her. She has not scored in the game so far. Had 5 yesterday in their semifinal win. Stewart rebounds. Owens 0 for 2. Leyva. Albert up top. Leyva got to shoot. Here's Stewart off the elevator, way downtown. That one's short as well. And I think we're going 0 for D right here for Leyva. Leyva's got the 4. Here comes Willoughby. Booker T just wanting to run some clock. Finish this thing off, up 14. Booker T wins this. Johnson's your MVP, correct?
I would think so.
20.
She is the spark that starts the fire for a Booker T team that is blazing hot.
Yeah, a big fire. And 20 last night against Mathern, 17 tonight against Stewart. Stewart, on the flip side, has 14. two superstars going at each other. Willoughby will set. Here we go. Owens up top. The pitchers, the shots have just been incredible by this Squirtle staff, BOK group. Adam Dieselhorst, appreciate allowing us to do this. Squirtle, the official live stream group of the tournament champions.
Yeah, big outfit, great people. I've been really impressed with everybody from Squirtle that I have had a chance to work with.
Yeah.
Big shout out to and a thank you from me as well, Adam Dieselhorst, for setting us up here at the Tournament of Champions. Making sure we're all taken care of.
Yeah, and these guys on the front row, they're getting after it as well. They've been here for 3 straight days. They said they have 2 minutes in between games to reset everything. And 24 games in 3 days.
Be the 4th against Tiara Owens, who had 3 in the first half and then has played very considerately, going all the way to 107 left in the game before she picks up foul number 4.
Stewart over her right shoulder. Got it. Timeout. Coach Stewart. Looks like it will be a full. So we'll take it with them. Booker T leads 45-33. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes. Is your school or booster club looking for...
Welcome back to the girls' finals. We're down to the last 63 seconds. Booker T has been in control since the tip. Jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Up 20-10 at one time, 45-30. And here we are, 45-33. Johnson, left side, tough shot. Z rebounds. Johnson leads all scorers with 17. Make that 19 and a chance for 20. Big time play right there. Took the contact and finished through it. Leyva back in. Z will set. Willoughby, the 2 freshmen for Lincoln, they'll be back. Question is, will Lincoln be back next year for a 5th year? That'd be amazing. I'd love to come back and watch them. Love to come back and watch any of these teams in this tournament. It is always incredible. Booker T in control of this one. Johnson's got 20. The MVP chance should start. Up ahead, Hopkins looks in at Albert. Not there. Atkinson's got to fire. She does. Long. Off the mark. Brown rebounds. Ahead, Johnson. Up. Chasing all over the place. And we'll get a timeout here with Booker T. Not sure they were in that much trouble. Probably could have got out of it. It's a 30. They set down, but the official called a 30. So we'll stay right here. Thoughts on this next one coming up? Finals, boys.
The boys championship side of this bracket was just loaded with outstanding teams. I mean, that Booker T. Washington Millwood game yesterday was incredible. The Weatherford Owasso game was an absolute defensive battle. Weatherford really wanted to slow some things down. course, Owasso comes out with the win in that one. Millwood defeats Booker T. Washington. These two teams are on a collision course, and it's going to be outstanding basketball.
How about the first round matchups with Dell and Weatherford, and then also Crossings and Millwood? My
Dale
goodness,
and
there have been some great games.
Have had some good matchups in the past as well, and it did not
Disappoint.
Couldn't undersell that one
No,
by
sir.
any means.
Dell and Crossings today. I mean, it's just been some great boys basketball as well as girls. I mean, the Booker T Broken Arrow game was amazing last night.
It certainly was. Certainly was. And then today, Fort Gibson with an incredible fourth quarter run to push a big game against Broken Arrow, who managed to hang on, but that game got exciting.
Yeah, I can't say enough about Quentin. They're the small school that came in here with big dreams, and guess what? They got 2 out of 3 and against 2 big-time programs.
What on the boys' side, back-to-back tournament appearances for OK Oklahoma, the Mustangs.
Wilson.
Incredible small team that comes in here and does very big things.
Wilson with a nice showing as well. They got 4 brothers that are incredible, all related and big-time. Look out, Class B. They won it last year, probably going to do it again this year.
Absolutely. 4 starters, and like you said, all brothers. It's confusing to call. You got a lot of the same last name, but certainly fun to watch.
Yeah.
They are so quick, so athletic. And I hear that Wilson's got a pretty talented football team as well.
Got beat by Walika in the semifinals, and Walika went on to win it. Stewart's 3 got blocked. Here's Johnson. Probably won't foul here. 6 seconds to go. Booker T is going to win this 2024 edition of the Tournament of Champions, and that'll do it. Johnson throws the ball in the air. She finishes with 21. Stewart will finish with 16 for the Dogs. And so the two teams will come together and shake hands. We'll stay right here for the trophy presentation, and then we'll get some final numbers, and maybe we can quickly get through some of those as we work through the end of this particular game and get it set up for the boys' championship with Millwood and Owasso. Owasso's defending Tournament of Champions champion, and then also state champions in 6A. So Booker T will get presented the banner that will hang in one of their locker rooms or in their gym. Lincoln has one of those as well, and it's a very proud thing to win this.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears go into the creation of those banners for sure.
You know, we
And not
talked
just on the material side. You know, that's on the athlete side.
right, and we talked about what an honor it is for these teams to play in this tournament, but it's also an honor for the broadcasters to be a part of this.
Oh, for sure.
As well as the officials. I mean, this is top of the line stuff. So I know it's been a blessing for me to work with you, Matt Adair. Also had 3 games with the great Todd Miller. Of course, Tony Wilson on the left of us here. He's been here all 3 days doing a great job. And then Ella Sunken is our producer, and she's doing a great job. So we appreciate you, my friend. She helped me with the all-state games in volleyball.
Talented crew at this Squirtle.
So Hopkins
ordeal.
will receive the trophy, the runner-up trophy for. And how about this? Dogs have been in the finals 4 years. They've won it in 2022 and been runner-up the other 3 years. Incredible. They'll drop to 9-3 all-time in the Tournament of Champions. And
let's take a look at the final numbers from this one. Booker T. Washington wins at 49-33. We'll start with Lincoln Christian scoring for them. Maddie Stewart had 16 in the contest in an incredible game. She also managed to pick up 1 assist in that, 7 rebounds to her credit throughout the course of the game. Kaylee Atkinson had 2 points for her team. Jayla Albert had 4. Audrey Hopkins had 7. Z Woodruff had 2. And Nyla Willoughby also had 2. For Booker T. Washington, they were led in scoring by Markayla Johnson with 23. Tiara Owens had 7. Cache Brown had 7 as well. Ryan Mayberry had 3. Tiana Butler had 3. And Camry Lomack had 7 for her team. In addition to Johnson's 23 points, she picked up 6 rebounds in the game and had 2 steals to her credit. Excellent work across the board for the ladies of Booker T. Washington as they will take home the Tournament of Champions plaque, commemorating them as the 2024 Tournament of Champions champions.
just watching, they're introducing each player. And there's Mick Wilson Congratulations to Booker T and their 2024.
To the Booker T. Washington Lady Hornets.
TOC, Tournament of Champions champion, which is a big, big deal.
Wish you both the best of luck to the big house.
And so that'll do it for myself, Doug Nelson, Matt Adair, Ella Sunken, Tony Wilson, Todd Miller. You two are on the call next. Todd and Matt, best of luck in that boys state championship. Preview of a state championship for sure. Two teams that have a chance.
Absolutely, Doug. It's been great working with you, and hopefully I get to see you again on the road. We saw each other last year during basketball season a little bit, and if nothing else, back here at the Tournament of Champions a year from now.
One last time, enjoy the boys championship game coming up next. Squirtle TV.